are one with the wind!
Heads up.
Pin them down. Adjusting for wind.
Your journey ends with me.
Pierce right through. Time to pin them down. Recalibrating. Increase firepower.
Don't cross the line.
Fire support ready. Soldier 11! No. Damn it. You
Ah, the blind sniper. So you actually can see.
release her. Or else you'll have my bullets to answer to.
Your friend is beyond help, sniper. There's no stopping Silver's revival.
Damn you. Silver's revival.
Hello.
Is it you? The one who contacted me on Internet?
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, the burger. Sorry, I was starving, so I already finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming back. By the way, what was your name again?
I hadn't introduced myself. I'm still unsure if I can trust you.
Oh.
Don't take it personally. I'm always cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from Internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though I can't see your face, you somehow remind me of a friend.
They've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happened, but you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So
Inside the hollow...
I'm not the best with words. Showing you through my actions might be... You just need to see me in battle.
Let me take a good look at your movements. Recalibrating. You're cornered.
Copy that. Unfortunately, the enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
Ether vision activate. You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that. I see now. There's no mistaking it. You really are that Anby. A person's fighting style is a raw response in life and death situations. It can't be easily faked like a resume or some other physical token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's...
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities.
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. So making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be...
Yeah, my jokes never really hit...
No, I'm the one who should be saying sorry. If they could mass produce soldiers...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human...
I was trying to say it in a...
It's okay. I won't take offense. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones...
Anby...
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. I won't forgive those people. With Silver Company gone, or so I thought.
Silver's revival. Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this, but as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Hold on.
What are you thinking about?
If they truly wanted to secretly revive this technology, I know my squad mate.
Really?
She's the model example of a loyal soldier.
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past.
How could this be happening?
I recognize this formation.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after... TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation? Recalibrating. You're cornered. Ether vision activate.
There's those.
You're in my sight. The melody of combat.
Opening.
Time to pin them down.
This feels familiar. I don't like it.
Not one for nostalgia? I'm starting to understand you more now. My bullets are one with the wind! Support in position. Show no mercy. The target's weary. Adjusting for wind. to pin them down. Anby, what is that?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
I see. Let's give chase. As expected of Captain, her skills, truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. You're the worst of any defect! I know you can't. Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more and more pain. But you wouldn't understand such a complex question. Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? But looking at you, aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you. What? You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be? They were all... When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move. Hey, what do you think you're All right, fine. I'll go handle it. It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive.
The plan?
Shh.
This place is...
I sense the frigid air from outside. Someone's entering.
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy.
Soldier 11, wakey wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds. Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good. That's my girl. Ah, yes. About how some kind scavenger, they sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bang. That's when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from Bangbu. Just made of flesh and blood. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a trophy girl. Cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand.
Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right? Then, out of the blue, she told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar, so I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think my true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything. I remember our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, I remember assisting in their research and using that rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things. Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived because this is my home. So,
When did you notice me?
my little puppy spotted you a while ago. You know, Captain, I'm actually
Give her back. And
if you want her.
trigger.
Say no more. I've got it. I'll take point. Recalibrating. Get behind me. Increase firepower. This bullet will reach its mark.
Target confirmed.
Fire support ready. Adjusting for wind. Time to pin them down. Quick shot.
Roger.
Pierce right through.
That's the Captain Anby I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blue. Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? I created you, so you never saw Captain Anby in her prime. After everything. So, have you ditched the...
Twiggy,
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice.
I never knew you were still alive.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you're right. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific hollows. Sure, I might be sharp, but there are different kinds of smart. Growing up in Silver Squad, I had no street smarts. Competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking.
Evil.
We are evil and...
So...
No. But we should...
Oh, I see. We should be eating burgers. You know I care for you, Captain Anby. Whatever you do, I won't...
You know where I am. You know where I live. What burger? Since you know, you're well. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver.
Captain.
We can still make things. Fortunately, I found you before things.
All right, I'm returning.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From
Soldier 11! Wake up!
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back.
You sicken me. Like I said.
It's not mush. Let's go, Trigger.
Hey. Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the Our best shot is exploiting. She's let go of her. I can handle her if we exploit that.
You've been diligent.
Stop calling.
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like... Of course, I understand. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it.
And
You're awake, how do you
Great, you're awake.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like...
I can see you're doing much better now.
Her memories seem jumbled. Even me, all those years ago.
Is that so? Then
Would the Defense Force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we would. Proxy.
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's...
Plus, our little black cat needs another playmate. He's...
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon?
Charon?
there you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is.
It seems you and Soldier 11 go way back, Anby. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more
I see. In that case, warmth, comfort, safety, and... right. I should get her some burgers. Not so fast, Anby. Burgers? Oh, they're not...
It seems Trigger already left.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11.
Yeah, don't worry.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the...
So, spicy noodles is her thing.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did...
Did she ever...
You might not... Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as... Does any of that...
I have nothing to say, even if she resents me.
That's pretty cold, even for me.
What's that?
If you want to mend things with Soldier 11...
But that's the truth. I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, then I learned that she was doing well. That she had a new captain and new comrades. So I felt her troubled past in Silver Square. Trigger,
What?
tell me, if you were...
If I were you...
That's what I thought.
But I'm not you, Anby. If I were in your shoes, I'd let her know that her comrades would serve.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
That's all you have.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
I'm not so sure about that. But what are you planning to do?
I'm heading back into the Hollow to put an end to that evil tech must never But before that,
Apologize? But
that's the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's...
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind.
In that case,
Prove something?
prove that you can take good care of Soldier 11.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good... I'll prove that I can take... Now then, let's...
Nicole,
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some... I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite bird.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too.
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big.
Nicole,
Fine. Listen, Anby. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cunning... You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust...
sorry. I won't try to justify. Once this is over...
That's my good girl.
I know. By the way...
Oh, you finally...
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and got...
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14... I'll contact some of my sources.
Yeah, it's me. A reliable source mentioned that you've been worried about me lately.
Nonsense! Where did you hear something? Darn it, Billy. I'll scratch all this paint off like scrubbing a nonstick pan with steel wool. I swear
I'm touched. I heard you...
A gift. Well, here you go.
Oh, a doll. Is, this...
Nah, stop being dramatic. But it turned out super ugly. With a big head and tiny little body. It didn't look anything like Nicole. So
But I don't look like this.
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with...
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight? Oh, wait. You didn't stash some sort of contraband in...
Yeah? Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole...
All right, let me do something for you in return.
Ooh, Lady Nicomata.
Not now?
Once things settle in your...
So, here you are.
Sorry, Anby.
Are you... feeling okay?
Are you speaking to... You seem familiar.
I'm...
No. I don't recall anyone named Anby. I'll get better.
I see.
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. We went to an arcade during the movie. Someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. The public security office isn't far from here.
You sure know how to plan a date.
The video store manager taught me all this. Anyway, I think I...
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for ya. Soldier 11 is important to me. I don't ever want to... You can focus on the matters at hand now. Once everything's settled. And if you prefer to stay out of it,
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. And
What's this?
It's...
please, keep it safe and...
Don't worry. If it means that much...
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night.
I remember you from earlier today. Ambatizinia.
It's...
Sorry. It seems my memory still has...
I can help with that.
You can help?
I can tell you what you forgot.
Harin.
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher up...
I don't like that name.
Yes. You've said the same...
So what exactly is this Sylph?
Sure. I'll explain it.
Huh.
Allow me to... There were many things I didn't understand then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is
And that was you, Anna? As you said,
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation, a suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble. The memories are all a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans. So, they ordered Silver Squad to their deaths. But since you are still a survivor, they ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't.
Would you have followed?
No. I would have executed the officers who
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option. I knew that once I was gone, they wouldn't harm you because you were their only asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that I shouldn't hate myself. So, eventually, I realized that all the suffering stemmed from the Silver Company tech, and the fact that we replicas were not seen as humans. According to a movie Wise loaned me from the store, this is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything?
Silver Squad soldiers who are critically injured have their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset. I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves. I might survive, but if the worst comes out, just forget this conversation.
No, Anby.
It's almost midnight.
Anby. What is this place?
Your name is... Sorry. I must have been talking.
Anby?
What do you mean? Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you... There's actually something I need to take care of.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you?
Plus, Anby, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing, you might...
Even if that were the case,
Oh?
but the lone wolf in the movies never gets a happy ending. I don't want to lose anything. Take me back in that hollow and help.
Wise and I have been waiting.
Is that your strategy then?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it onto the butt right now.
Don't go running off into any hollows.
I won't. Don't worry. Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain. I thought I'd never see you again.
Anby, you look like a character straight out of a movie right now. Your fighting style seems to have changed.
Old memories are coming back with this uniform.
You look so intimidating. The new you is so reliable, Anby.
The past me was reliable too.
That's true. Be careful.
Orders received.
You don't need to be so formal. That needs to be destroyed.
I never...
I'm heartbroken, Anby. Here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy. Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat operations.
What if I didn't need to?
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it.
This is so weird. These Ambys... No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy.
What do you think? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested.
No, you're harvesting. You created all these systems.
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary... You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. But it's It's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time Anby. Captain Anby, you are the final piece of the puzzle. We can produce a steady supply of true soldiers so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything. Just think what such an army could do. Nobody. Me? I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for wasting... I mean... Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Get out of here! What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot!
I want to thank you for letting me. You. Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat. Silver Company formation. TWAN, Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this. Roger that. Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy.
That's my luck.
I shouldn't miss this feeling.
At least,
Don't push yourself. Understood?
affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Ignite mode!
Off balance. Soldier 11, formation. The final blow.
I won't let you have it.
Did I fail the combat test again? I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay.
You. What are you doing here?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed.
Anby. Turns out you're not a traitor at all. You're a coward. I'd still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, and I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy. Her condition is extremely unstable. Sure thing. As... This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Anby?
Proxy.
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Oboe Squad can take...
Really?
What a dilemma. Should you...
Is it that obvious?
The fact that you're even saying this means you're reconsidering it, right? For better or worse. Silver Company technology...
But even... You're right.
Well, time for this proxy to clock out for the day.
I've made up my mind. Oh, red chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did.
No, there's a smell.
I always thought the smell of burgers would linger, especially if...
That's not true.
I just got here. After all, the last time I saw her...
Thanks. Soldier 11, she's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury.
So her body's recovered, but
Not quite. I asked Anby out today. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity, and her short-term memory is
She's made a recovery.
It's still too early to say.
Like I said,
You still feel the same way now?
that's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hadine's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hate. I don't know what to say. We won't be meeting again. So, but once she turns her hatred towards something, Hadine is so pure. She's like an unalloyed metal that combusts even in water. The last thing
I didn't realize you put that much thought into it.
I was just thinking about it while watching some similar movies.
There are movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with...
sure. Stop.
Thank you, manager.
I think you're really kind too, Trigger. So,